When I say the words spiritual guru, you may think of the Buddha, or the Dalai Lama, or Mother Teresa, or another saint that resonates with your culture and your faith. When I tell you that I've met a spiritual guru, you may think that I went to an exotic land, to a hidden temple, and met a mystical figure in a robe. Instead, I went to Lakemont, Georgia, to the Center for Spiritual Awareness. It's an 11-acre retreat center founded in 1972 by Roy Eugene Davis. Roy Eugene Davis is not a household name, and if you saw him in the grocery store or at his birthday party, you might notice his excellent tan and great posture, but you wouldn't say, "That gentleman looks real spiritual." Roy didn't put on any airs, and he only wore his robe on special occasions. So on the outside, he looked quite ordinary, but he made an extraordinary impact on hundreds of thousands of people, and he made a huge impact on me too. Roy dedicated his life to practicing and teaching Kriya Yoga and meditation. When Roy was 18 in 1949, he read a book, Autobiography of a Yogi, and he knew that the author, Yogananda, was his spiritual teacher. He hitchhiked to Los Angeles and asked to become a disciple of Kriya Yoga. Yogananda accepted him and mentored him for the next several years. Already, Roy may seem to you not so ordinary. What kind of 18-year-old leaves home to become a monk? His daily schedule is a great example of his focus and discipline. He meditated from 3 to 6 a.m., about an hour at noon, and several hours each evening. What's powerful about this Kriya Yoga tradition is that it has been passed down the old-fashioned way, teacher to student, face to face. Not only are the teachings passed down, but also the energy to wake up spiritually and to inspire others. In Greenville, South Carolina, in 2019, for many people, yoga means stretching and relaxation exercises. And Roy did some of that. But Kriya Yoga has a much bigger goal. Kriya Yoga is Sanskrit for action. It's a concentrated action plan to complete spiritual enlightenment. I met Roy in 2005, and I've probably gone to his retreat center in Georgia over 50 times the last 14 years. 6 minutes is too short to tell you everything about Roy, but I will share with you 3 important things I learned from him. First, I learned how to meditate. Roy taught us simple, straightforward meditation techniques. He often reminded us that a meditation technique is like a tool in a toolbox. The purpose is to get to a clear state of awareness, and then set aside the technique and sit in the silence. Roy said, the most important thing to remember when we meditate is that we aren't trying to become anything different than what we already are. We are just clearing away the obstacles to experiencing our true peaceful nature inside. When I'm meditating regularly, I feel peaceful. I am nicer. I make better choices. I sleep better. I feel more aware of the natural flow of life, and I can go with it. It's like I become a better version of myself. Thank you, Roy. The second thing I learned from Roy was to be practical and work at my goals with focus and discipline. Roy dedicated several hours each day to writing. He wrote over 50 books, which have been translated into many languages and published a monthly magazine for 52 years. Roy often told us to practice simple living and high thinking. And even though he was an enlightened spiritual guru, he came to work every day, grew a garden in the summer, and went to the gym. He reminded us often to meditate, to live in harmony with nature, and to do the practical work that gets results. The third thing I learned from Roy was to live joyfully with a clear sense of meaningful purpose. Roy knew with absolute certainty his purpose in life. He lectured and he traveled in over 100 cities in the U.S. and the world for almost 70 years. He encouraged us to serve others with our skills and talents. By now you see that Roy was serious, disciplined, and focused. But he also knew how to make people feel at ease. He seemed truly joyful. He was quick to laugh, and he often told us good jokes. Roy died March 27, 2019. Just a few hours before he died, his last instructions were to expand globally. So in my own small way, I wanted to share with you a bit about his life, his teachings, and how he inspired me to do my best. Consider Roy's perspective. He dedicated his life to selfless service, meditating hours every day and praying for the well-being of all people and the planet. How would the world be if more people were meditating and we became more aware of the divine spirit within us? Roy always said that he was a conduit for the enlightened teachings of Kriya Yoga. I know that you too have something powerful to share with the world, and I hope that his example inspires you to uplift and serve in your own way. I wish you well on your path. Peace.